Hello everybody, I am XRedDemon27 and this is the Cornerstone server, episode 4 now I think. And just to catch you up on what's happened in the time that I haven't made an episode, Easter came along and Rhodes gave us 3 diamonds each, everybody 3 diamonds each, so thank Rhodes for that. And for April's Fool's Day, Chris, CM Pfeiffer, King Rhodes, and Nick Vegas all got together to prank me, and to prank the place I was at before I came to this place, and they put bone meal and grass everywhere, and they planted wheat everywhere, which I actually have to say, that was very useful. I got a lot of bread out of that. And then they planted a tower of trees. Yes, so I got them back for that, although I sort of lost the footage of how I got them back, so I'll just show you their reactions now.
So all this grass that he forgot to cover in cobblestone, this is all you need.
Ready, set, go.
Start hoeing.
You're so beautiful.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
It's true.
It's true. When I saw your face in a crowded embrace. Actually, Chris,
I'm up above. That's awesome.
Okay. Wait, what? No, what? No, I done been pranked. Oh, wait, look at this. Look at this.
Now, I could be wrong. I don't think these chickens were here last time.
So yeah, I put chickens everywhere all over Chris's place, and then I put cats and dogs this time in Nick Vegas's place, and he's already found I think 5. I think I was pretty clever with how I placed some of them. Anyways, the place I used to be at, the place I got pranked, I just didn't like it. I wasn't getting any inspiration from it. I didn't think what I was going to build there was going to turn out good. So I found this place over here, and so I've got these 2 cliff faces, and I'll build my house in a sort of L shape along here. And I'm not going to do that today because I'm not exactly positive on how I want the house to be, how I want it to look like yet. I just have a temporary house over here for now. It's got everything I'd need. You know, anvil. It's supposed to be right there, but chest's in the way. Bed, enchanting station, jukebox. And then some chests and furnaces. And also I got a little lighting system here where I can turn the lights on and off, and at nighttime they'll automatically go on just so no mobs spawn here. In daytime it's fine though, because, you know, it gets lit up through the windows and everything. Other than that, I think it's a nice house. I tried to make things not flat. That's how you make your builds good. Just make sure nothing is flat. Have everything have detail. So that's what I did. It's also got sort of this courtyard on the side. just like a small sitting area. It's sort of just for aesthetic effect. So, on the last server, I had a lot of issues with food. I was basically living off of rotten flesh. That's all I would eat, and it wasn't good. So, today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be building a wheat farm, because wheat farms are quite useful. They're good for food and for feeding your animals if you're going to want to make a cow, sheep, or mushroom farm. So yeah, it will be about 30 blocks by 30 blocks. It'll be in a square formation, and I have this idea of having just one source block, cover all of it. So just by directing the water, you'll see it'll like flush out everything in the square. So I got the resources to build that over in the house in that chest, in that big double chest. Ooh, stop raining. So this is all the resources we're going to need to build it. And I think we'll begin with building the platform for it. It's going to be about 900 blocks of dirt, so I gathered quite a bit. So I'm going to make out the perimeter of the square, and then I'll come back to you guys. Okay, so I lowered the things down every 7th block, so it all ends up in this corner right here, which is exactly what I want. It actually worked out pretty well because it came down to right at surface level, just what I wanted. So that's great. So now I need to fill in the area of this. So I'll get back when I'm finished with that. Okay, I'm back, guys, and I filled in the middle here, and I put some torches on it, and these torches are double purpose. Not only at nighttime will keep the mobs off, but when I put the water in this area, it will tell me if everything's actually going to the center here. I got 2 stacks of torches out here, so I know exactly how much should end up in there when I finish this. The next thing I need to do right now is I need to put a perimeter, a second perimeter, around the edge of this thing, so that when I do put the water in, it doesn't go overflowing the edge. That would not be good. So I'm going to put that in, and then I'll come back. Okay, I'm back, and I've put my second perimeter on here, and I made it out of mossy cobblestone because I just have way too much of it. I found so many spawners, and I've already found 3 jungle temples, and I have stacks of it, stacks upon stacks, and that's only for mining out one of the jungle temples. I haven't even gotten to the other 2. So now So now what I need to do is I'm gonna put in a water system here, sort of like a triangular thing, and the water will flow down and then flow off. And I'm gonna set that up, and we're gonna see if all the torches end up right in that block right there. So I'll get back to you once I've finished the triangle. Okay, so I'm back, and as you can see, I put in the framework for how the water is going to work. Basically, the bucket of water will be at the very top there, and it will come all the way down this staircase, flow over also on its way down, and then push everything down to the center. Now what I need to do is I need to put a backing on this right here so that the water also doesn't flow down over here. And then that's it. The framework of this will be all done. Then I just need to add in some redstone and some other cool mechanics to it. Maybe make it look pretty, Well, I'll be back when I finish all the water stuff. Okay, so I'm just about done with this. I just have a little bit up there to do. So I'm going to go up there and finish that. And then I'm going to place the water and we'll see what happens. Last time I tested this in creative, it was spectacular. It's a nice piece of eye candy, seeing the water come down. And that's it. And here it comes. Chunk's still loading. It's just trying to get out of this. Definitely got some lag. But it looks really cool. I'm already seeing some issues with it. These corner pockets right here. Let's just put a block there. And now it starts going. So I just need to do that for all the corners and then it will work. So now you guys see what I mean by just using one bucket of water to do everything. It's a really good idea because it saves a lot of resources. You don't have to use all those pistons and all that. I mean, this is a 30 by 30 square right here. It would take a lot of pistons or dispensers. Okay. Yep, got all the torches. So now let's just go up there and remove that water and we'll begin the redstone. Okay, so I got all my redstone stuff here now. And I was reading up on the wiki to figure out what the best way to farm wheat and how long it takes for wheat to grow and all that. Because I want to automatically take away all the wheat when this is finished. And I learned that, here, 1 second actually, forgot one block there, I'll replace it with dirt later. I figured out that it actually takes 40 minutes for wheat to grow. So if I make a 40-minute timer and set it up so after 40 minutes after planting it all, this thing up here will drop the water down and harvest it all. If I could make a 40-minute timer, I could do that. So that's exactly what we're going to build, and we're going to put all the redstone down under here, considering we have a large amount of space. So I'm just going to clear out some area here. So the best way to make a long timer, or this I'm going to do it sort of the old-fashioned way without hoppers, is blocks. They take 5 minutes to despawn after being dropped on the ground. So if I were to hook that up and I were to take 8 of those, then I can make 40 minutes. And if you have 4 T flip-flops set up in a row, where like each T flip-flop sets off the other T flip-flop, then it takes 8 ticks to go through it before it turns on the other side. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up a little 5-minute timer set up to some T flip-flops, and that'll create a 40-minute timer. So starting over here, I'm just going to make a pressure plate. This is where items are going to fall on. And if I just sort of surround this a bit. And then I can put a dispenser on that block right there. So I want the 5-minute timer to continue after a block despawns on this pressure plate here. So I'm going to have to take some redstone and we'll take it from under here. Redstone dot there. Inverter. So this dot will be on whenever an item is on the pressure plate. So this torch right here will be off if an item is currently on the pressure plate. And when an item is not on the pressure plate, it will light up and it will power the dispenser. And for now, I can, I don't even need to do it for right now. I'll put in the blocks later. So yeah. Then after that, I take some redstone from here. How are we going to do this? And I'm going to take the signal from the pressure plate using this repeater. There we go. Then we're going to make a pulse shortener. So now I'm going to make a pulse shortener, and the pulse shortener, what it's going, one second. What it's going to do is whenever a block falls on the pressure plate, it will only send one signal through, because if it stays on the whole time, then this thing won't work. So I'm putting sand on here because it's not a sticky piston, so when it goes back down, the sand will follow. Maybe make this a 2-tick pulse. And now I'm putting out the first T flip-flop. Torch there, block there, torch there, there, and redstone on the top. Now I just need to connect 4 of these guys up from there. So I'll be back when I put those in. Okay, I'm back, and I put 3 other T-flips in here, and I just sort of connected them up like this. And then our signal is going to come off from here. So the first thing that want to happen when this thing finishes is the signal is going to come out from right here. This is the output. But also I don't want any more blocks to be shot out from then. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 2-tick delay on here. Skeleton. And then take a signal from over here and drag it all the way down. And then I'm going to need a sticky piston. Be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I got my sticky piston. So what this piston right here is going to do, what it's going to do is it's going to block this signal so another block will not be dispensed out. But once this thing retracts out, the timer will start again. So block here, so when this pushes out, it should block the signal. Here, let me test this. First of all, I want to put it up here. Nope. Gotta move this piston forward one. Okay, now it should work. Yep, signal gets blocked. Now I'm just going to test the signal strength of this thing right here. Yep, you're going to need a repeater. There we go. Then, what I'm going to want to do here is, you'll see why I'm doing this in a second here, but I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to need a piston up here. So basically the point of this is after this timer finishes, I'm going to have the choice of turning the timer back on after that. So what will happen is when this signal goes on, even if it goes off, the thing will still stay on, just so that no more things can still go through it. And then when I want to start the timer again, click this thing, and it turns it off. So now the next thing that I need to do here is, after this timer finishes, to reset it automatically. So I need to send another 8 signals through here so that this sign right here will turn off once more. So how I'm going to do that is I gotta take some redstone over here. Okay, so how I'm going to do this is I'm going to build a clock right here that will go off 8 times so that the thing completely resets. So I'm going to make it be able to be turned on and be turned off so it's toggleable. So I'm going to take some repeaters here, put them here, block here, and a redstone torch right there to invert the signal, and bring some redstone over here and wire it up to that torch, and then complete the clock so you can see that this thing does work. But if I take away that redstone dust, now it's toggleable. When that block gets pushed out into there, the thing will turn on. So when it turns on, it's going to send 8 signals through here and reset all these T flip-flops while that line gets completely powered. And then that thing right there, because the line will be completely powered, will not be able to shoot at any more blocks. So that this thing will continue to go off afterwards. I'll be able to go and replant things before I continue the thing again. So now I'm going to hook up some redstone up to these T flip-flops, so we'll do that. And then I think I'll test it out. So I gotta put some items in here first so it has something to dispense. Put some redstone there. Got plenty of it. And then I'll just break this redstone dust here and place another one so it resets and shoots them out. So that would be 1 signal through. Break these blocks so I can get to the redstone that's being shot out. So now 2 signals through. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Just 1 more. And this will be the 8th one. So now the other end gets turned on and the clock starts, and it'll continue to go until the other end turns off after 8 signals have been shot through. And then currently this line right here will be completely powered so that more blocks don't get dispensed by the 5-minute timer. So now the goal for this is to be hooked up to the water down there, up there, so that it all comes down to the, the center over there. Okay, it looks like it's completely reset. So now let's say I planted it and I want to start the timer again. Just power that piston right there. It turns off the line there and it will start the clock again. Okay, so now I just need to hook it up and let's see if that water works. Okay, I am back, and what I did here is I just sort of brought the signal up there, and I have a dispenser with a bucket of water in it, and when the signal goes in here, it just inverts all of these torches and powers the redstone that's up there. So the signal comes in from down here, and actually while I'm here, still need to hook up this thing to it. There we go. So now, let's test it. So this thing has been running for a little bit now, so it won't take as many as 8 ticks to go through to finish it, but let's just do as many until this thing starts. I'm guessing 1 more will do it. There we go. So now this thing is on. It should be going up there, and yep, look, water's come down. Just cascading down. All glitchily. So now the water will go in towards the center. And let's say it's all finished and I'm finished with everything, then I will flip this lever, and it should turn this thing off up here. Should turn it off. I think I need to send in another signal independent. Actually, no, that doesn't matter there. Just send in another signal. And now it should work. Looks like I still need some work to do, but this is the end of the episode right here, and next time I come in, I'll have like a room set up where all this is hooked up and finished, and I'll have made this a little bit more attractive. So, until next episode, I'm Extra Demon. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.